Jose Aristimuno joins me. He's the CEO of Now Strategies. Jose, thank you so much for being with us. I mean, we're starting to get these results coming in. What should we make of them so far?
Well, look, I mean, I think there's no surprise that the Socialist Party of Spain has gained a majority, or has gained a majority of votes, but they're not gonna have a supermajority, meaning that they're gonna have to go back to the negotiating table. They're gonna have to negotiate with the smaller parties. I think I think it's disappointing that Vox has gained more seats in comparison to April. So I don't think that's a good sign for Spain as a whole. But the bottom line is this: they're gonna have to negotiate. They're gonna have to do some coalition building. And so far, I don't see that interest from anybody.
I mean, it didn't work over the last 6 months since April. So what's going to be different this time? What sort of concessions do we need to see from the Socialist Party?
Sure. Well, I think voters are tired of election after election. There's been 4 elections in 5 years. They don't want a 5th election. I think every single party in Spain, they need to do their job. They need to be responsible and listen to their citizens. They need to come together. This is what politics is all about. It's a democracy at the end of the day. Sit at the table. Do not leave that room until you actually build a government that can put solutions to the problems of the Spanish people.
I mean, the far-right Vox Party, this is the one that's gaining those seats there. They have called for a state of emergency in Catalonia and some suspension of basic human rights. What's the outlook for that part of Spain now that we have this Vox Party gaining even more seats?
Sure, I think Vox it plays to their game of the unrest that's happening in Catalonia. The more riots that we see in Spain because of Catalonia, the stronger Vox gets. We saw the leader of Vox at the debates, continuing to throw continue to play out rather the anti-immigrant agenda. I think it's wrong. I think the majority of Spain, Vox does not represent a majority of Spain. Again, they got seats. It's not enough for them to control the country, but the Spanish people need to be loud and clear and say enough. We cannot allow Vox to get stronger.
But they are gaining seats. So what does that tell us about the state of play in Spain right now?
Again, I mean, they're gaining seats, but if you compare them to the Popular Party, if you compare them to the Socialist Workers of America, even Ciudadanos, Unidas Podemos, they're not getting as many seats. It's unfortunate that we're even having this conversation about them gaining seats, but it is a reality. So I think Prime Minister Sanchez needs to be very clear that type of policies and that type of politics has no place in Spain.
Who do you think the Socialist Party is going to have to partner with to make sure that this is not just that a government can be formed, but a government that actually has some legs and sustainability is formed?
Well, look, I think what's going to happen, there's different scenarios, right? I think my first idea was that they need to come together with the smaller parties across the country and form the government. I am now more led to believe that what's going to happen is, instead of being a majority socialist agenda, it's going to be a minority socialist agenda. They're going to have to let the rest of the players have a seat at the table. That's what government is all about. That's how successful democracies are able to rise up, when you let people who think differently than you have a seat at the table, have their ideas play out. What I can tell you for sure is this: the Spanish people are tired of this bickering. They're tired of the division. Enough is enough. How many elections do we need to do until we get the point across that Spanish people, all they want is to have a better economy, to have a better equality, a better healthcare system, and move forward with their life?
All right, thank you so much for your insights. Jose Aristimuno there joining us from Now Strategies.